If you don't think that AI is taking over, your opinion will be changed by the end of this video. This is ChatGPT. You could say, give me 5 nicknames for a horse that has superpowers. Thunderhoof, Lightning Gallop, Power Surge, Super Stallion, and the Mighty Equine. That's already impressive, right? But there's so many more applications of this, but why would I tell you what the applications are when ChatGPT can tell you? What can you do? Give me 10 bullet points. One of the things it can do is answer questions. I can provide information and assistance on a wide range of topics, from general knowledge to specific subjects like science, history, and mathematics. Let's put that to the test. I'm gonna come up here and make a new chat, and I'll ask it, explain string theory to me like I'm 5 years old. String theory is a way that scientists try to understand the way that everything in the universe works. It's a little bit like a puzzle, and the pieces are things like atoms, which are really small, and the things that make up atoms, which are even smaller. This isn't Google, this isn't pulling from some database. It has been trained using hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of pieces of data to understand what is going on. It's a bit of a black box. I read their tutorial and it kind of makes a little bit of sense, but it's still mostly insane. Can I get a scientist to tell me if this is right? Because I do not know what string theory is. Sounds legitimate. All right, Robert476. We're gonna take you at your word. Number 2, generate text. I can write original pieces of text in a variety of styles and formats, including news articles, stories, and descriptions. This was the first application of this that I saw that blew my mind. Generate a story about a raccoon who lives in France and is afraid of heights. The raccoon needs to face his fear. Once upon a time, in the beautiful country of France, there lived a raccoon named Remy. Remy was a plucky little creature with a big heart, but there was one thing that scared him more than anything else: heights. Despite living in a tree-filled country, Remy had never climbed higher than the first few branches of his home oak tree. That is insane. That line, understanding the fear of heights and overlaying that with a situation where a raccoon would be in a high up place, it demonstrates such an understanding that it's so human-like. The thought of being up high where he could see everything below him made his fur stand on end and his heart race. But one day, something happened that forced Remy to face his fear. The tree that Remy called home was starting to get old and creaky, and the other animals were worried that it might fall down. Remy knew that he had to do something to save his home, so he took a deep breath and started to climb. At first, it was scary. Remy's paws shook as he clambered up the branches, and he kept having to remind himself to take deep breaths and stay calm. But as he got higher and higher, he started to feel more and more confident. When he finally reached the top of the tree, Remy was amazed by the view. From up there, he could see for miles and miles all the way to the horizon, and as he looked down, he realized that his fear of heights had been holding him back for far too long. The raccoon has learned a lesson in the middle of this story written by a computer. From that day on, Remy was no longer afraid of heights. He climbed trees all over France, exploring every inch of his beautiful country and discovering new adventures at every turn. And he knew that he had overcome his fear thanks to the bravery and determination that lived inside him all along. Are you seeing this? If you read the description of this live stream, you will see that I've included the phrase, figured might as well have some fun with the AI before it takes over. I give it a year. Everyone always asks me when I'm gonna be done with YouTube. I think when the world ends, when all these, raccoon story writing AIs take over. Try again, but only use 50 words. Let's really limit it. Remy the raccoon was afraid of heights, but he knew he had to save his creaky tree home. He climbed to the top and was amazed by the view. From then on, Remy explored all over France, no longer afraid of heights. I want to roast my friend. That's already kind of a tall ask, to have a computer know what it means to roast someone. Let's describe me. He has a dent in his head. He stays inside most of the time, and sometimes he's awkward. It is not appropriate to roast or make fun of someone, especially if it is done or harmful in a mean-spirited way. It is important to be respectful and considerate of others and to treat people with kindness and compassion. Everyone has their own unique qualities and characteristics. It is important to recognize and appreciate those differences rather than make fun of them. Similar to Remy the raccoon, now we have learned a lesson. Generate a rap battle between a mortician and a scuba diver. I lay your body down to rest. I'm the one who gets you dressed. I'll make you look your very best, but you'll never leave my funeral parlor, I'm afraid. I explore the depths of the sea, I break the waves and the currents with glee. I may not have your fancy suit, but I got the skills that you cannot refute. All right, I'm messing this up. You may have fins and a tank of air, but I've got a degree and years of training to prepare. For the final journey of the deceased, I'll give them a send-off that's sure to please. I may not have a degree, but I've got experience. I'm making myself cringe. That's enough rapping forever. All right, we've got translate languages. I can translate text from one language to another, allowing me to communicate with people who speak different languages. I wanted to test this out, but the only sort of like other language that I know is from this. When we were recording the Stardew Valley trials, I sent t-shirts to all of the participants, and there was a mistake at the t-shirt creating facility in which Habu received a shirt that said the Stardew Valley trials on the back, but this was the front. Earlier today, I went on a website that basically you upload an image and it says what text is in the image. And so that's the phrase. And now I will say, translate the following phrase to English. All who are in prison to achieve freedom to laboring people. I don't know what that means, but that is what the shirt says. When we translated it earlier a few months ago, it translated to death to all who oppose the working class, was our best translation of it. Summarize information. I can condense long text or documents into shorter, more easily digestible suggestions or summaries. I'm gonna pull up just like any random article. Oh, here's one. Oh, some Stardew Valley tournament, cool. Some YouTuber hosted it. This is awesome. $40,000. Wow, he sounds cool. Summarize the following article in 5 bullet points. So there's the whole article. Let's paste it all in there. But hey, I don't have time to read all this, right? Eric Brony, the creator of the farming simulation game Stardew Valley, announced a $40,000 prize pool for the game's first official tournament. The tournament will include 4 teams of 4 players each and will feature multiplayer co-op gameplay. Players will be given 3 hours to complete a list of over 100 challenges, including tasks like finishing the craft room and reaching level 120 in the mines. There will be some surprise challenges revealed during the event, and the tournament will take place on September 4th with Baroni and Zach Hartman live streaming and commentating on all the action on Twitch and YouTube. Yeah, you get the gist of it. I mean, there's some more detail here, but if you just want to get like the basic gist of something, I've done this like 7 or 8 times now, and it does it really accurately. I can suggest products, services, or content based on a user's preferences and needs. I need a gift for my friend for Christmas. My friend likes to go outdoors. He is very high energy and he likes games. He is really funny. He doesn't want clothes. I'll just say no clothes. His favorite memory is catching a 12-inch carp. Is that a big carp? I don't fish. Give me 6 suggestions. A portable cornhole game set. This outdoor game is perfect for backyard barbecues and camping trips. Frisbee golf set. A camping hammock. Like, it knows. It knows. A deck of cards. Why not a deck of cards, right? A portable outdoor speaker. And a novelty fish-shaped bottle opener. If you're not convinced, you type, try again, give me 6 more. You don't even have to say please. A gift card. A high-energy snack. The possibilities are endless here. This is how I'm selecting every birthday gift from now on. And then there's other stuff too. Moderate online communities, assist with customer service, perform research. You know, it's actually insane. Has AI taken over? No, but it's going to. I think it's finally to the point where it's meaningful. There's been so many things that have come out in the past 5 years or so that have been fun to mess around with. This is the first time I've ever actually found a use. And I unironically will be returning to this off stream just to do things. It blows my mind. The future is now. Enjoy it before the robots rise up. I explore the depths of the sea. I break the waves and the currents with glee. I may not have your fancy suit, but I got the skills that you cannot refute.